So that's the really good part. One of the really good parts about chaos is if something's not working well, I can mess it all up. When we put it back together, maybe we put the pieces back a little bit better than they were in before. One of those pieces is roles and norms. I could think of an example of this when I was running student activities at another university. My student team had a job to sell tickets at a lunch event, and they called me on my day off and said, hey, we don't have our ticket box. We need you to come up here and solve this problem for us. And I could have really easily done that. I was kind of annoyed because it was my day off and they should have planned ahead. And so my first response is to say all right, let me get over there. But I said, you know what? I can't get there now. I'll be there in a couple hours. Figure it out, and hung the phone up. And so I was kind of a little guilty, but mostly bemused with myself to see what would happen in this slightly chaotic situation with these student workers. So I showed up a few hours later, and they're there selling tickets. They got a money box and everything, and I'm like, interesting. Okay, Sarah, tell me about what happened. How did you figure this out? And they said, well, we hung up the phone, and we freaked out for a little bit. But then we realized Aaron had some money in his dorm room, and so we got that, and we got this box, and we made it work. And so they stepped up and kind of took leadership and solved their own problem because of some chaos in the situation. Had I just stepped in and solved it, they would have stayed kind of at a lower level of leadership and critical thinking than they were before, but the chaos forced them to resolve the situation. So they actually stepped into a greater leadership, and they changed the norm. Now the norm is not if we have a problem, we call Josh and Josh solves it. The process is if we have a problem, we try and solve it, and then maybe we'll call Josh if we can't solve it. They're more empowered as a result of that process.